Yes, this is Catholic Prophecies for You, Secrets of Our Lady of La Salette. Last time we had the secrets from given Maxim. Today we'll be covering the secrets given to Melanie. So a little more awesome and a little more troubling. I'll start to you from that area right now. The text in English, the secret given the Virgin Mary to Melanie, Matthew, also called Calvet, at La Salette, France, in September of 1846. The words in italics are Melanie's comments concerning the Virgin Mary's words. Melanie's secret consists of 33 paragraphs. These were not numbered in her original publication of The Secret. I have numbered them for the sake of clarity. Translated by Ronald L. Conte, Jr. Number 1. Melanie, what I'm going to tell you now will not always be secret. You will be allowed to publish it in 1858. Number 2. The priest, the ministers of my son, the priest by their bad life, by their reverence and their impiety, in celebrating the holy mysteries by love of money, love of honor, and of pleasure, the priests have become cesspools of impurity. Yes, the priests are asking for vengeance, and vengeance is suspended over their heads. Woe to the priest and to the persons consecrated to God, who by their infidelities and their bad life are crucifying anew my son. The sins of persons consecrated to God cry up towards heaven and call for vengeance. See how vengeance is at their doors. Because there's no longer found anyone to implore mercy and forgiveness for the people. They are no longer generous souls. There is no longer anyone worthy to offer the victim without blemish to the Eternal on behalf of the world. Number 3. God is going to strike in a manner without example. Number 4. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. God is going to exhaust his wrath, and no one will be able to take himself away from so many afflictions combined. Number 5. The leaders, the guides of the people of God have neglected prayer and penance, and the demon has obscured their intelligence. They have become these wandering stars that the old devil will drag along with his tail to make them perish. God will permit the old serpent to place divisions among rulers in all societies, in all families. Physical and moral pains will be suffered. God will abandon men to themselves and will send chastisements which will follow one after another for more than 35 years. Number 6. Society is on the eve of the most terrible scourges, and of greatest events one must expect to be ruled with an iron rod and to drink the chalice of the wrath of God. Number 7. May the vicar of my son, the sovereign pontiff Pius IX, no longer leave Rome after the year 1859, but may he be firm and generous. May he fight with the weapons of faith and love. I will be with him. Number 8. May he be wary of Napoleon. His heart is double, and when he will want to be at the same time Pope and Emperor, soon God will withdraw from him. He is this eagle who, wanting to always raise himself up, will fall on the sword, which he wanted to use in order to force people to raise him up. Number 9. Italy will be punished by her ambition and wanted to shake off the yoke of the Lord of Lords. She also will be delivered over to war. Blood will flow on all sides. The churches will be closed, desecrated. The priest, the religious will be haunted. They will be made to die and die a cruel death. Several will abandon the faith. The number of priests and religious who will separate themselves from the true religion will be great. Among these persons there will be found even some bishops. Number 10. May the Pope keep himself on guard against the performers of miracles, because the time has come when the most astonishing wonders will take place on the earth and in the air. Number 11. In the year 1864, Lucifer with a great number of demons will be unleashed from hell. They will abolish the faith little by little, and even in persons consecrated to God, they will blind themselves in such a way that, barring in particular grace, these persons will take on the spirit of these bad angels. Several religious houses will lose the faith entirely and will lose many souls. Number 12. Bad books will abound on earth, and a spirit of darkness will spread everywhere, universal slackening, and all that concerns the service of God. They will have very great power over nature. There will be churches to serve these spirits. Some persons will be transported from one place to another by these bad spirits, and even some priests, because they will not be guiding themselves by the good spirit of the gospel, which is a spirit of humility, charity, and zeal for the glory of God. The dead and the just will be made to revive. That is to say, that these dead will take appearance of just souls who had lived on earth so as to better mislead men. These so-called resurrected dead, who will be nothing other than demons under the appearance, will preach another gospel contrary to the one of the true Christ, denying the existence of heaven, or they may also be the souls of the damned. All these souls will appear as if united to their bodies. There will be in all places extraordinary wonders, because the true faith is dying out, and because false light enlightens the world. Woe to the princes of the church who will not be occupied except to pile riches upon riches, to safeguard their authority, and to dominate with pride. Here Melanie added the comment in brackets and italics above, about the dead and the righteous who will appear to be brought back to life. In a letter to Abbe Comé, the editor of the 1904 edition of Le Secret de Melanie, she states that she made this comment according to the visions which I had in the moment that the very Blessed Virgin Mary was speaking of the resurrection of the dead. Le Secret de Melanie, pages 29 and 30. Number 13. The vicar of my son will have much to suffer, because for the time the church will be delivered over to great persecutions. This will be in the time of darkness. The church will have a frightful crisis. The 14th, the holy faith of God being forgotten, each individual will want to be guided by himself and to be superior to his peers. Civil and ecclesiastical powers will be abolished, and all order and all justice will be trampled underfoot. One will see only homicides, hatred, jealousy, lying, and discord, without love for country or family. Number 15. The Holy Father will suffer much. I will be with him until the end to receive his sacrifice. This concludes part 1 of the Secrets of La Salette given to Melanie. I will continue part 2 on a different video. Thank you.